Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for coming by. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell beside it to let you know every time I upload a new video. And give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, all that good stuff. You know I love reading them, I love answering them, I love all of it. So today I know we've already done one Sew Up Pro tutorial, right? Like we know that. However, my husband, my lovely husband who's right over there watching, had this idea to do a, it's kind of funky. It's like my face is down in one screen and then you see my computer screen. I'm sure there's like a very technical term for it. Is there one? I don't know. He's giving me an I don't know. So anyways, I do apologize for one thing. The volume on that is a little low because we didn't quite know what we were doing. I mean, my husband is amazing at this kind of thing, but apparently I didn't talk into the microphone, which is right there. You live, you learn, right? So once it goes into that, you may want to turn up the volume quite a bit. When it comes close to being over, knock it down a lot because it's my outro, end of video music, whatever you want to call it. It's going to blow your eardrums out. So anyways, this is just another Sew Up Pro tutorial. I think this one's a little bit easier to follow because of the way it's actually filmed. So hopefully you'll like it. Let me know below, okay? If you guys have any questions, comments, let me know and we will go from there. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday afternoon and I will talk to you later. Bye guys. You're just gonna go ahead and turn your computer on, get it all set and ready to go. And then you're gonna go down and open Sew Up Pro. For me, let me show you guys. See, my background is so busy, even though it's got like Pointer and Vassy and Killer and everybody like that I love. I can't see Sew Up Pro very well on here as far as the icon goes. So I went ahead and stuck it down on the taskbar. So you're gonna go ahead and open up Sew Up Pro. Now mine does look different like we went over the other day because I don't check this box right here. If you check this box, every time you open it up, it gives you tips. I've read through almost all of them, I believe, in the past couple of years that I've been doing this. I've been doing this since 2014, end of 14, beginning of 15. So I've read a whole bunch of them and it bothers me now. That's just me. So I go ahead and do and uncheck it. So let's go ahead and go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to open file, open. This is to open a brand new one. Now for each person, it's a little different. It depends on how you have it saved. I have it saved like this because these are brand new downloads. So I have to go in and put them into my system the way I like it. So we're going to do the vintage truck tree. So what you're going to do is you're just going to highlight it, double click on it. And this is going to pull up everything you have saved in this folder. Now for me, normally I go in and delete everything except for PES files because my machine takes PES files. So what you can do is you can go over here and hit type and it'll bust it out for you by file type, and it'll give you a little preview over here on the side. So we're going to open it up the 5x7, shrink it down a little bit. You just move your mouse track to make it bigger or smaller, and you see how this is kind of in my opinion it's a little more wide than it is tall. So what I do for this is I just flip it. I go ahead and flip it to where, and for me, whenever I do a flip like this, I'm sure it's got an actual word for it. I call it a flip. I always do it to where the top is facing this way, like the top is here. That's just how I know to hoop it. That's just something I started forever ago. It's what I do. You guys can have it slide whichever way you want. And then I always go in, because it's made to fit a 5x7 hoop going 5x7 instead of 7x5, I always make it bigger. So I go into tools, down to resize pattern, just like I showed you guys last time. And I always do 115. That's just what works for me. It's what I like. It's what I think looks good. Every person has their own opinion. None of us are 100% correct. We're correct for ourselves. But just because we do it this way or I do it this way, doesn't mean that my way's right. It doesn't mean that your way's wrong. It's just however you do it, it's completely up to you. This is the way I found that I like to do it. It makes sense to me. So I'm just showing you my way. So what I like to go do first is I like to go ahead and change all my colors first. And we talked about it. This is an outline stitch, and then this is your tack down stitch. So I'm going to go through and just use Control and click on those with my mouse. I changed them all to Prussian blue. I have no idea how to pronounce that. And then I go through and do the tack down stitches. I usually do those in white, like when I'm actually doing them. But like I said earlier, on my machine, on my display, I can't see the white. So I always go in and do like a warm gray. And that's just how I differentiate between an outline stitch and a tack down stitch. So that's just my way. It doesn't mean you have to do it that way. Some people can leave it. It just drives me nuts because every different designer does it differently. I like to have things cohesive and the same. So if I'm stuck doing something and I have to walk away, I can come back and I know exactly where I am because this design is like every single one that I'm doing, every single one that I've done. Okay, so that's, for me, that's steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's go to step number 7. 7 is the Christmas tree. I personally, just me again, I don't like this color green. I like leaf green for Christmas trees. Having said that, it's completely up to you. So I click on there, I click on step number 7, and I give it a leaf green down here. I just use leaf green. And then if you take your mouse over here and click anywhere in this area, it'll bring it back up, the whole thing back up again. Now, I do like the red truck for this one because it is Christmas. So I do like that. So I'll leave that red. The black is for the tires. Pewter they use here for the bumpers. I like the bumpers to be black. That's just me. They tell you to use a creamy yellow for the headlights. I like using just a true yellow. To each their own, guys. Seriously. This black was for the bumpers, and then this white is for the middle of the tires. I don't know. In my day, we called them. So they were called hubcaps. My husband's sitting right here. He had to help me. You want to say hi? No. He said no. He's playing with Gypsy. He doesn't even want to talk today, which is fine. When I was younger and things were, like I was a teenager, we called them rims, and now I think they're called wheels. I don't even know. So when you click back over here, you should see right here, you should see the image just as you'd like to see it. Like I've got a red truck, I've got black tires, black bumpers, black door handle. I have a yellow headlight and a green Christmas tree. So something really cool about Sew Up Pro, let me go ahead and put a name in. What name should we use? Let's use Alex. Nice and short. So here's how we go ahead and we go in to do a, to add lettering. So you go to merge, file merge, and then you go to wherever all of your fonts are. I'm keeping an eye on my husband. He's playing with he's actually messing with Gypsy's ears, and Gypsy's had a slight ear infection over the last week or so. So when I see him messing with it, I automatically have to look over here and see how she's doing. With him checking on her, I want to see it too. So I'm gonna squirrel back over here now. But I just go to True Font. That's what I have it called. It's just called True Fonts because I have 2 different types of fonts. I have what you see here. Let me see, lowercase. Let's pull up an uppercase, Alex. So this is what's called Thread. I think sometimes it's also called Lego. I think sometimes it's called Dot. I don't know, but mine's called Thread. That's the one I downloaded. So let's do A. Let's go back and get us an L. Lowercase, 1 inch, lowercase. I pretty much always use 1 inch. A-L. Oh, and so I'm putting it over here because see this grid line right here? It will allow me to make sure that they are all sitting on the same, they're all straight. A-L, we need an E. 1 inch, lowercase e. Where are you at? There you go. Go ahead and pull it up here, rest it on this. This way, when you're putting it together, you know, you're putting these together, you only have to worry about how far each one is apart to make it look right. You know, they're all going to be straight across here. So let's get a 1 inch lowercase x to finish up Alex. 1 inch lowercase down to x. Alex. I know it looks weird because you've got your name going this way and your truck going this way, and it looks crazy right now, especially if this is your first time doing it. But I'm going to show you how to fix that. So I come over here and I highlight Alex, A-L-E-X. For me, it's steps 13 through 16. Come back up here and we're going to flip it. A-L-E-X, there we go. Now, because I just did that, I have to highlight them one more time. And then I just used my arrows, bring it down. You see that little green dot right here? It's also on the black, the two blacks. That's where you can, if you choose to, you can make it go like that. You can give it, you know, an edge. You can make it go diagonal. You can make it go cattywampus, however you want to do it. I don't choose to do that, so I'm going to go back into edit and undo it all. Truly, guys, have no clue what I just did. So, in order to fix that, let's go ahead and go back up. You guys are laughing right now, aren't you? I have no clue what I just did. In fact, because this is a vlog and I'm kind of live but kind of not, I'm going to go back because I truly have no clue how to fix what I just did, which is fine. I'm going to show you how to fix a mistake. If you make a mistake, it's fine. You can easily go back and undo it. So what I've done here is I have highlighted 13, 14, 15, and 16, which is A-L-E-X, four of them. And I'm just going to hit my delete button. They're gone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come back, merge, open up Alex again. We need a 1 inch upper A. Put it back here on this line so I can make sure they're all the same height. Height. A, merge. We need a lowercase, 1 inch lowercase L. Move it back over. There we go. Nope. That was right the first time. It's really easy to second guess yourself when you're doing something like this, so try not to do that. Just try to know that what you're doing is good and right. Once again, file, merge. We need a lowercase, 1 inch lowercase e. A-L-E. Pull it back over here. One last time, file, merge. 1 inch lowercase x. There we go. A-L-E-X. All right. So now coming back over here, A-L-E-X. We're going to flip it. We're going to use this key right here. So highlight it again if you click out of it like I did. And we're just going to use our arrow keys to make sure that's in the center. See these right here? This black box and this black box? Those are showing you where to center it at. So do we like it there? Do you want to move it up? I'm going to move it up some. This is just personal preference, you guys. It's just how I like to do it. It doesn't mean how it has to be done. All right, so we've got it here. You see, you know, this looks pretty good to me. I hope that whoever's buying it for me thinks it looks pretty good too. I hope it looks good to you guys. If yours right now doesn't look like mine, it's no big deal. It's all about what you like. So I'm going to teach you a little something here. It's called joining threads or ordering threads. So see this black right here and this black right here? They're essentially done. There's only this in between them. So what they're trying to say is if you have a single needle machine, you have to load up a black, unload it, load up a yellow, unload it, then load up a black again. So what you can do is you can come up here to edit, and where it says order threads, you're going to go ahead and click that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take number 11 and make it into number 9. So number 11, this black one, we're just going to change it to 9, and you can see the other 9 up here is black as well. This one needs to stay an 8. All right. And as you can see, both the blacks are now, there we go. So it needs to go to 9. Sorry guys, I'm probably confusing the crap out of you. I apologize. So 11 needs to go into 9. So we're going to come back up here, order threads. You're going to go down to number 11, highlight it, and put a 9 there. And that's going to squish up your blacks. So they're all going to, see, there we go. So if we click on, so this is saying now when it comes up time for you to load up that black thread, it's going to do both of these steps in one time instead of having to go back and forth, which if you have a multi-needle machine, it's not really that vital. If you have a single needle machine like I do, that saves you from having to switch it out 3 times. It just gets it done in 2 instead of 3. We're going to do almost the same thing. This one's going to be called joining threads, not ordering threads. So we're going to highlight Alex, A-L-E-X. Now, this is only going to work if you're not doing something that has different colors for different letters. Like for instance, I did one earlier that was a rainbow, and I did the little girl's name in rainbow letters, red, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, and then another red. So I couldn't go through and do this because on that one I am going to have to change every color. But since this one is the same color and we're going to leave it the same color, we can highlight the whole thing. And we're going to change the color of it. I'm going to put it back to that leafy green, which I like. The only leaf green that's in this one is in the tree, so this should look really good together. Now, you can see how you've got 12, 13, 14, and 15. We want that to go down to one step. So you're not always having to hit on mine I have to hit lower presser foot embroider, lower presser foot embroider, lower presser foot embroider for each individual step. So what I want it to do is I want it to throw all the green to make Alex, A-L-E-X, into 1 step instead of 4. So I can turn it on, hit the button, lower the presser foot, hit embroider, and it does it. I don't have to sit there. I can actually get up and go do something else while it stitches out, which I can't do if I have to stop every letter. So we're going to go up to edit, and this time we're going to choose join threads. So in the join threads, it's going to come up and it's going to ask you, do you want to join all threads of the same color, or do you want to join all adjacent threads of the same color? So in this one, we're only going to do adjacent because we're only doing the 4, 12, 13, 14, 15, A-L-E-X, okay? So here we're going to do it right here. It's the adjacent threads. Come over here and just take a look. You want to start at number 12 for this one because we're going to join 12, 13, 14, and 15. So if you watch it, they're all right there. Makes it so much easier on you. So what I always do at this point, I like really thick satin stitches. I like it. The thicker you make it, and don't go crazy and give it like a 2.0 or a 5.0 or anything like that. I make it 1.26. And this makes them a little bit longer and a lot thicker. It hides a lot of mistakes that you can make while cutting fabric. If you tend to cut your threads, your tack down, make it a little thicker. Okay, so I'm going to go in and make it thicker. To do that, you go into Tools, Adjust Density, and I put it up to the density factor to 1.26. Hit OK, and there you go. It's nice and thick. So that's all you got to do. You don't have to flatten it. You don't have to do anything like that. This is just, we're complete. And then what I do, then you just go in and save. Now how you save it, where you save it to, will be completely up to you guys. I'm a little, as you guys know, I am a little particular about how I have things going and that kind of thing. So I hope you guys understood this. I have a tendency to talk very fast, which I'm pretty sure I did this time as well. Feel free to go back and rewind and watch and rewind and watch, which is honestly when tutorials come out, when tutorials that I have watched, I've had to do that too. I've had to go back and rewind, pause, and all that stuff. Feel free to do that as many times as you need to with this. Thanks again for watching. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for coming by and watching another tutorial. Greatly appreciate it. Talk to you guys later. Bye. So I forgot, I'm gonna throw this in at the very end here. The secret we talked about, or I hinted at. So we have reached 1,000, actually 1,200 subscribers. So a huge thank you to everybody that has subscribed and that watches and supports me. A huge thank you to Pam at Sterling Style, Angela at Angela Jasmina, Jessica at Jessica Skibicki, and Cheryl at Cheryl and Fam for promoting this channel and for helping me get to where I am. I appreciate you guys so very much. So for those of you that do follow, I'm gonna do a giveaway. So what I'm gonna give away is one of my tote bags I make and one of the zipper pouches to one very lucky person. In order to qualify for this, you must, number one, be subscribed to my channel. Number two, you must leave a comment below with your name and let's say your favorite color. You have to leave something down below. Number three, you must give this video a thumbs up. Number four, you must like and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. It's very important that you do all of those things. I'm gonna give it, what's today, Sunday? I'll give it to Wednesday. Wednesday night, I will pick a winner. So you've got plenty of time to watch this video from beginning to end and to complete all of those in order to win a tote bag. Now, these are ones I've made by hand. You can ask Pam. Pam has one. I made her a Jack Skellington one. So I'm going to do a giveaway of one of those and one of the zipper pouches I make to one person. So again, a huge thank you to every last one of you for all of this. I'm sometimes just speechless by how much this channel's grown. If you would have asked me 6 months ago, 7 months ago when I first started this, I would have laughed at you that it would ever get this big. It was more just for memories and that kind of thing, and it's kind of evolved into this thanks to Pam and Angela and Jessica and Cheryl. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So let's keep it going. Hope you guys have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye. Meow.